Hello everyone, welcome to day 18 of this project. Another day, another couple of minis. I quickly painted up these two fighters because they're mostly in armor, so there weren't that many different colors to use on them. It's mostly metal, and one could quibble about why are they bare-legged. Shouldn't they have some leg armor? But they're wielding two-handed weapons. They're mostly going to have their weapons in front of them and be able to parry these guard positions they're in. Well, at least this guy's in a guard position. She's simply at rest. They wouldn't be in them long. Realistically, they'd be holding the swords out in front of them quite a lot. But that's them. This is the rest of these AD&D minis in their current state. As you can see, I've mostly done the metallics and a few bits of leather here and there. But they're moving along. Nothing much to say about them yet. Well, here we have my attempt to clean the old minis off by dunking them in a container and filling them up with oven cleaner and leaving it for overnight, or 24 hours at least, and then scrubbing. And I've concluded the actual patina isn't coming off. I think, and I've tried stronger stuff. I've tried like this guy, for instance, and another one here have been soaking in alcohol of various kinds, which should strip anything, and the color hasn't changed. So apart from using some sort of polish, which I think is a bit overkill, I'm going to say that this is not something which is... This is not dirt, probably. This discoloration is probably change in the metal itself. Meaning, as long as I clean them from dust and dirt, grime, which they should be cleaned from by now, and then wash them off with water and leave them to dry for a while, they should be good to paint. I'm hoping. Still, doing that and sorting through all these will take a while, especially some of them, it turns out, are headless. They have separate heads. Some of the brews, monster type. I don't know if we find an example here. Just because I'm looking for it. No, that's a tail. Well, oh well. Here's somebody holding a head. No, I think this might be a head. Anyway, gonna take a little while to sort all this stuff through, but when I was dumping them in here, I could at least conclude that I think all the parts are there. For example, I was holding for a little... this tail, for example, I know which body this belongs to. And this creature here is a so-called worm. It has some wings, and I have those somewhere here. Somewhere in here. I promise. And, well, we'll sort it out eventually. The question for day 18 is about video games. It starts off talking about GW specifically, but I don't care about GW licenses. So, but the question is more general. What kind of video game would I like to see from any fictional universe, genre? What would the story be, gameplay? Now, I don't actually play video games anymore. I don't feel I have the time for them. But I remember when I used to play video games, my favorite genre was the RPG, the CRPG, the old school CRPG of you know, the old D&D CRPGs like Baldur's Gate and the like. And there have been a couple of games in that vein released
recently, like Pillars of Eternity, Wasteland 2, and that other one, the Numenera one. Was that Pillars of Eternity? I can't remember. Anyway, I backed all those on Kickstarter and have them on my hard drive, but I've never gotten around to playing them. But if I was gonna wish for a video game, it would be an RPG of that type. In what universe? Well, I've been ranting about Malifaux recently, so either Malifaux or Glorantha, I think. And if set in Glorantha, it would need to have really robust mechanics for letting party members join different cults and learning different magic. And yeah, that could be interesting. That could be really interesting. That might suck me back into video games. So let's hope nobody ever makes that game. That'll be it for today. I'll see you tomorrow.